Hello, people of the internet. It is I, GareBear890, back again with another video. So this is part 2 of my PS4 collection. So let's get into it. So when I first got my PS4, for whatever reason, I decided I want to get like a sweet looking racing game because I've always enjoyed the more realistic looking racing games, and I wanted to show off the power of the PS4. So when I saw this in a pawn shop for $31.50, which at the time that was actually a pretty solid deal, I picked it up, and I beat this game for sure. I unlocked all the cars on both sides, played online a lot, and I really enjoyed this game quite a bit. All right, and then we got Destiny, which I picked up day one, but I had traded towards it, and so I was able to pay $0 for this. And it was fun. The campaign was like initially really short, and I kind of was starting to give up on it, but then my buddy bought a PS4 and this game, and so we played quite a bit together. But it was a bit grindy, especially if you wanted to get anything real good. But we did have some fun with it. The same goes for Destiny 2, which Best Buy slash, I'm sure, Activision Bungie was having a promotion where there were certain games that if you bought that game, then they just gave you a free copy of Destiny. And so I ended up getting 2 free copies of Destiny 2, and I sold one of them and just hung on to this one because it was a free game with the PS Plus games. So, anyways, $0 for physical and digital. All right, then we got For Honor, which I picked up. Well, no, they had a free play weekend, and I just played the campaign because that's usually what I'm interested in with most games. And I literally just played the entire campaign that weekend. And then I did like it, and the swordplay mechanics were really cool. And so I picked this up when it was on sale for $25.07. Not much of a great deal, but anyways. Next, we got Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. Not as solid as the first one, in my opinion, but still a cool game. And I grabbed this for $17.79. Alright, and then this is an excellent game. That is Tomb Raider, and this is the Definitive Edition. So looks a little better, runs a little better, but a very solid reboot of the Tomb Raider series, which I've enjoyed all of them. And this one I got for $0. All right, now this is my most recent pickup. That is Astrobot Rescue Mission. In my PSVR collection video, I was saying how it was either this or Moss were my 2 favorite PSVR games of all time. And so this one was free with the like stay in and play promotion that Sony was having. And so I played through that because I love the Astro's Playroom on PS5. But anyway, so they're doing the days of play right now, and so this is only $10. And I was like, I would like to own a physical copy. So yeah, $10.71. It was free shipping. I kind of figured why not. Okay, up next we got Abzu. This is a really cool game. If you like Flower or Journey, those types of games, this will be right up your alley. So I picked this one up for $13.99. All right, and this is a game that really surprised me because the director of this studio and of a couple games, he says a lot of crazy things, and I think it's mostly for publicity, and it works. But he was saying that this was going to be the best game ever made, A Way Out. And well, that's all opinion based. I will say this is a great game, and it surprised me, and just the way they would change up the mechanics here and there, and the camera angles, and it would just feel like a completely new game. And I played this with a couple of friends of mine, and we had a blast playing through this one. And so I got this one for $36.30. Nope, $25.51. The one that I paid $36.30 is from the same studio and a more recent game, It Takes Two. This is the same deal where it's a co-op game, so you have to play with someone either online or sitting on the couch. But this one just takes a way out like to the next level because it every area will have new mechanics, new puzzles, new ways of playing that just keeps it fresh. And so we really have had a ton of fun playing through this. So I recommend that one. Another one I would recommend is Mad Max. I feel like this one released like the same weekend of like a Call of Duty game or something like that. So people were like, "What are you thinking?" But yeah, this is a solid game, especially if you love the Mad Max universe. This one I got on Black Friday for $26 years ago. And on that same Black Friday, I picked up this one as well. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, which this is an awesome game. Kind of a mixture of like Batman, Arkham series, and Assassin's Creed, but has its own unique twists. But yes, solid game. This one I picked up for $26 as well. Okay, and speaking of the Arkham series, we got Batman Arkham Knight, which I loved Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and I was definitely interested in this, but I was a little low on funds. But it was the weekend, and I was just sitting on my couch, and then I noticed that a friend of mine was playing this, and I was like, dude, is it worth it? Like, do I need to be playing this right now? And he just messaged me back, yes. And so I literally grabbed my keys, drove to GameStop, and picked it up for $63. And it was worth it. I love this one. I thought it was a solid game, and the story was really cool. Visuals were awesome. Same can be said for this one, Titanfall 2. I picked this up on a Black Friday for $28.06, and that was like an insane deal at that time because it had just come out. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Okay, and then we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I liked this one. I thought this one had a pretty solid campaign, some cool mechanics, and like the cut scenes and like CGI was pretty mind blowing at the time. And I remember I found this at GameStop for $14.35. And at the time I was like, what? A Call of Duty game for, below like $50? Especially a new one. Anyways, I couldn't resist. Alright, now this one is pretty controversial, but we got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition. This is the one you had to get if you wanted to play Modern Warfare Remastered. And so I definitely was not too interested initially, but then Best Buy, it was like a Cyber Monday like week deal. It was $50. And so I was kind of like, well, the way I look at it, it's like 25 for this, 25 for this in a way. And yeah, Infinite Warfare definitely was not as good as previous other Call of Duty games. There was a few cool moments and fun missions, but I hated the stupid space fights. Those were boring. But they did a solid job with remastering this. But anyways, yeah. That's why I have that. This is one that I definitely do not regret picking up. And that is Battlefield 1. The campaign on this was just phenomenal. And I had never played any of the Battlefield games, but this one it looked so awesome I couldn't say no. So I picked it up for $40.40. I had a coupon, so I picked it up day one, and I played quite a bit. Alright, next we got LA Noir Remastered. I have this on the PS3, actually, and I played and beat it, and this was on clearance at Target for $8.98, and so I picked it up and just decided to keep it sealed. So this one with tax was $9.55. All right, then we got Detroit Become Human. I am a big fan of this series, meaning Heavy Rain and Between Two Worlds, and I really like this one. This was a cool game. And there's just like so many different paths you can take, so it does have a high replayability. and I enjoyed this one quite a bit. So this one I got for $21.26 on a Black Friday. All right, here we go. Heavy hitter, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I struggle with RPGs, especially turn-based. I've given them more of a shot lately, and so now that I'm older and I understand the mechanics more and like how things work and what you want to do, I do enjoy them, but sometimes they tend to go on for quite some time. So anyways, I decided, okay, I played a good chunk of the original, but I got distracted and I just never got back to it. But I'm like, maybe like it's meant more for people like me and the hardcore fans as well. But I played through it, beat it, and I did enjoy it. There was a few frustrating parts, but what game doesn't have them? This one, $51.41. Before my Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked membership was going to expire because they got rid of it. So it was just like, whatever you have left, that's it. And luckily, I had renewed like a month before they announced that, so I still got like almost 2 years after. But before it expired, I pre-ordered like any game that I was like, even if I just kind of want it, I might as well get that 20% discount, and maybe I can sell it for somebody for a couple bucks less for them. All right, then we got Okami HD. Own this on every platform it's on because it's just a phenomenal game. This one I paid $10.26. Phenomenal game. Then we got Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is how you do a remake, people. Remake. Just stays true to the originals, but makes like graphically it's like perfect. But yeah, this is a sweet package deal. And so this one I was able to pick up for $28.70. And this is one of my favorite games of all time. And that is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I was so excited for this game. And I had bought a new gaming laptop. And they were having a promotion that if it had an NVIDIA graphics card, that you got a free copy of The Witcher 3. And so I got a free copy digitally, and so I was able to download it and play it. And the problem, though, was initially it did not have controller support. And so I feel like with a game like this, like the controller is the way to go. Because I was really struggling because it was like, okay, you got to roll, but then you can also just kind of dodge, and that is a big difference in how much stamina it uses. And I played 30 hours. I was actually surprised because it was just that good. But I really struggled with the controls, and I just didn't feel like I was able to do it fluidly. Or fluid-like. I don't know. So anyways, somebody on Craigslist was selling this for 25, and I was just like, hey, you take 20? She said, sure. Met up, got it, popped it in, and with the controller, it was just night and day for me. I was amazed just how much better, and it felt like I was, Geralt, the master of sword fighting. So anyways, played through this, picked up the DLC, which I highly recommend because it's definitely worth it. It's like getting a whole new game. But yes, anyways, enough of that. Up next, this is one I was not expecting to become one of my favorites, but it did thanks to friends. That's Monster Hunter World. I had met a new group that I started hanging out with, and one of my good friends loved the Monster Hunter series, and so he's like, dude, I'm picking up World, and it's online. And so I was kind of like, well, if you're going to play it, I'll do it. Like, I'll pick it up. And so we played a bit, and then I saw that one of my old friends that we hadn't even talked since high school, but we were still friends on PSN, was playing it, and so I messaged him, and he's like, dude, let's play. And then we both just got addicted. Like, for weeks, it was like after work, if we didn't have other plans, like this is what we did. We'd hop on and just play World all the time, and it was fun. And Iceborne, it's the same thing with like the Witcher DLC. It's like you're getting like a whole new game that's going to give you dozens, if not hundreds of hours more of content. So awesome series, and I loved playing that and still play it when I can. So I picked it up, $51.04. All right. Then we got one of my favorite series, and that is Little Nightmares. Just even seeing the trailer, I knew I was going to pick this game up. So I got the 6th edition. So that comes with a little figure of 6 and the soundtrack. I love the music for these games. But I was able to pick that one up for $29.64. Jeez, I need to work on my enunciation. So it only makes sense that I would be picking up Little Nightmares 2, which I think this is one of those awesome cases where it's better than the first one. Like, they were able to build on that foundation and just improve it in every way. And so Walmart had it for like $24 and some odd cents day one. So with tax it was $26.66. So anyways, I picked that up. Platinumed it and enjoyed it. Alright, another one of my favorite games is Wolfenstein the New Order. I was able to grab this for $26 on a Black Friday deal. This is an awesome reboot. Alright, and then we got Doom 2016. And GameStop, for a while, they had this kind of the original Doom cover, but with the new Doom Slayer, or Doom Guy, whatever you want to call him, on there. And so I was able to pick it up, and it's pretty sweet. But anyways, this is one that I wasn't sure, because I didn't really grow up playing Doom a whole lot. And I decided, I'm going to hold off. And I'm glad I did, because it was literally like a couple months later, it was on sale for $40. And then with my Gamers Club Unlocked, I got 20% off, so I got it for $34. And then I played it a little and then just didn't touch it. But then Doom Eternal was coming out, and so I'm like, I have interest in that, and so I should probably play this. So I finally did, and then I was mad at myself that I'd taken that long. Like, this is one of those games that's like, why did it take me that long to like sit down and play it? Because I loved it. And then Doom Eternal was definitely a worthy successor. All right, then we got The Evil Within. Awesome game. Cool story, cool visuals. So I was able to grab this one for $20. My roommate bought it, and I could, like, when he bought it, I was actually surprised because it just didn't seem like his type of game, and it wasn't. And so he's like, hey, you want to buy it for $20? And he had bought it for like $35, so he was just a chill guy. And so I love that one. So of course I was going to be picking up The Evil Within 2. And this came out right around my brother's birthday. And so I remember I had finally played the first one and started this one. Well, back up. I said, hey brother, there's a bunch of games coming out. It's your birthday. I want to get you a game. So you tell me what game you want. And so he picked this one. So I picked it up, finished the first one, and he was coming down to hang out for his birthday weekend. And so I said, would you mind if I opened your copy and played it before you got here? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I was kind of rushing through it a bit, but then I'm like, well, I'm kind of ruining the experience. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it before he got there, and then we were going to be busy while he was visiting, so I just went out and bought my own copy for $42, because I think it was like on sale at that time. Anyways, doesn't matter. Phenomenal game. Really, really enjoyed that. Okay, so I did talk about these in my Resident Evil video, so if you want my thoughts on those, which I'm sure you don't, you can watch that. But anyways, real quickly, to wrap this up, we got Resident Evil Origins Collection, which I was able to grab for $27.11. And then we got Resident Evil 4, got for $14.33. And then I had a $15 coupon that was going to expire, and this was on sale for like $14.99, so with tax. And that coupon I ended up paying 75 cents. And then we got Resident Evil 6, which I paid $12. I paid $12 for. And then one of my personal favorites, Resident Evil 7, which I got for $10.40, thanks to a coupon and my brother. So anyways, that's part 2. Sorry that I get a little long-winded, but yeah, tell me what games of those do you like and why? And as always, thanks for sticking around. Have a good one.